Idiocy. It plagues the nation.
Someone help me, I'm stuck on a roundabout.
When most of us think of idiots, we think of clowns, mental patients, and politicians. What if idiocy was closer to home? What if your neighbour was an idiot, or your husband and wife? We waded into the murky waters of idiocy to find out more on the subject and uncovered some disturbing facts. Over the course of this programme, we will be asking the question, what is idiocy? Is it an unfortunate defect of birth? Is it something that can develop over time? Or is it just another vice?
I started the investigation at the production studio. A colleague, Mike Anderson, seemed like a closet idiot. All his shows are crap.
My ratings are great.
Backpacking in Bangkok. 12 people tuned in.
Fantastic show. The scenery over there was sensational. The women were amazing.
Weren't you actually caught for public indecency?
I'm not going to speak about that. I'm going to keep my silence on that.
Really? And the women that you were with, were they actually men?
They looked a lot like men. Women. What the hell is that?
It's our jungle boom.
I don't like lions. I don't do lions. Can you get that out of the shot if you could?
What about this show? Backdoor Badgers, a wilderness adventure.
Yeah. No problems with that. No problems with that show at all.
In your first episode, weren't you chased up a tree by an eagle?
I hate eagles.
And then you went to see a farmer and you pushed her in her own bear trap.
She was screaming obscenities at me.
She just asked how your mother was doing. And then you hit her repeatedly with a broom and your show got cancelled. How is your mother? Oh, I heard you put her in a home because you got issues with her, you mean wanker.
I'm not mean, and I don't know how to wank.
Didn't she disown you?
I can't be disowned. I'm Mike Anderson, the lion! Where's my coffee? Where is my coffee? Who's that man made of marshmallows?
Do you need some help?
Stay away from me, you fucking bug-eyed gypsy!
Someone informed me Mike was outside, licking ants. Are you alright?
Don't touch me.
What were you trying to do?
I was committing suicide.
Did you at least hurt yourself?
No.
Would you like a box of cookies?
No thanks.
With difficulty, we located Mike Anderson's mother. Could you tell us your name?
I'm Glenda Porridge. Porridge used to be Mike's name too until he started getting ideas, the little bastard. I mean, Porridge is a wonderful name. Did you know that porridge, you know, the name porridge, the food porridge, is named after our family?
No, I didn't.
Well, it's all over now. Mike was the last porridge, and now he's gone and thrown away his heritage. First of all, he changed his name to Potato, and the kids called him Milk Potato, and then he changed it to Anderson, and then he locked me up in this bloody rest home.
How soon did you notice that your son was an idiot?
Well, his father, he knew right away. As soon as he was born, I mean, you know, he saw him and he committed suicide. I didn't do that. But what I did, when he was a baby, I cooked and fed him his own umbilical cord.
We tracked Mike to this alley.
Have you got any rum? Have you got any parsley?
The investigation stalled. I hit the beach.
What are you doing?
Surfing, what's it look like?
But you're on the sand.
Hey man, I could die out there in the big blue. Here I'm safe. I catch the rays and the chicks when they want to rock and roll.
Carl's idiocy was amplified by his favourite beverage: coffee, rum, squeezed orange and live parsley. To aid the investigation, I gave it a shot. I was soon hooked.
Idiocy was affecting my work.
I'm here with Robin Mallard, who's a long-time sufferer of idiocy. Hello.
Hey.
And he's going to be telling us all about how it's affected his life. Tell us, Robin Mallard, how has idiocy affected your life?
I used to have trouble with the word beak.
Beak?
Yes, I used to say the word beak an awful lot.
That's it.
Pretty much, I'd use the word beak in every sentence.
It doesn't sound like much of a problem now. Tell us how it's really crippled your life.
Well, if I was going to go down to the pub with my friends, instead of saying to them, hey, let's go down to the pub tonight, I'd say, let's go to the beakity beak beak beak. Beak 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 beak.
Beakity beak 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 instead of go down to the pub.
Yes.
That does sound kind of idiotic.
And it ruined my life. I lost my girlfriend, I lost my job, I pretty much lost everything.
That doesn't sound good either. So you've recovered from it now, and how's your life improved since the recovery?
Beak, 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 beak. Everything's fine now. I've got a new job. I work in telesales, and the beak appears to have gone.
Beak?
Yeah, the beak appears to have gone. Beakity beak beak beak.
Are you sure you're not having a relapse?
I don't think I'm having a relapse, but if I was to have a beak relapse, I would probably be beaking lower. Blinkety bleak. Beak. Beak beak. Beakity beak beak beak.
Are you sure you beak the beak?
Did you just say beak?
Beak? No.
Okay. Beak, 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 beak. Beak, 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 beak.
I'd heard reports of a deranged idiot scaring the homeless. I should have guessed.
Tell me how you got started on idiocy.
Well, I was doing hospital radio in the late 90s, and it was the same thing every day. So I started to try and freshen things up a bit, to experiment. What I tried to do was, every now and then, I threw in some animal names and some vegetable names. Here's Madonna, pineapple, goat, donkey, peas! And then one time, I even played a record by Tommy Two-Tone, and I shouted, "Glittering Star!" for 3 minutes! It was a rush!
You got fired, didn't you?
Well, you know, I knew a guy who worked on TV in Berkshire. Yeah.
Mike insisted on interviewing the next idiot. I didn't argue.
Hello, I'm Mike Anderson, and welcome to Idiots Over the Rainbow. With me, Mike Anderson. A look at the full spectrum of idiocy. But remember, let's try not to look too close. We might go blind. Now then, what's that under your chair? Is it a pot of gold by any chance?
No, it's a ball of wool.
Do you find people treat you differently, considering that you're a leprechaun?
Sorry?
What's that you're knitting?
Oh, it's a scarf.
It looks like a parrot. You're an idiot, aren't you?
I beg your pardon?
I know all about knitting. I've tried it in the past. You know, I found myself quite often knitting parrots, but then you see, once you do that, you want to go to the next level. So I ended up knitting a whole oasis of fake knitted palm trees, and then you have to have the fake knitted coconuts for the parrots to eat in one fake knitted beakful. And then you get in your fake knitted car and drive to the mental institution, which may or may not be fake and or knitted.
It's just a scarf.
Shimmy up a pole and lick a seagull.
Great job there, Mike.
I'd like to see you do better. The man is a total idiot.
No, I'm not.
Congo bongo!
It had all gone too far. I checked myself into rehab. Every day, this man tempted me with liquid parsley. Somehow, I was cured. What is the connection between idiots and parsley? I met Arlington Hammer, who said he could lead me to the source.
We're off to see a farmer, mate.
Right. Shut up.
We're off to see a farmer, mate.
Okay. Shut up.
We're off to see a farmer, mate.
Mrs. Thomas, could you tell us what your job entails?
Growing cows.
Growing cows?
Yep. Witness the miracle of creation. Now, with a little help from the rain, it'll grow into a bloody big cow next week. Just like that one.
You don't happen to grow any parsley around here, do you?
Parsley? You acting boozy? He's asking if we grow bloody parsley.
Who are you talking to?
My boyfriend. Nice, isn't he?
You grow bucketfuls of parsley, don't you?
Fields of it. I sell my parsley all over the country. It's in every supermarket, you know. I use my special fertiliser, make it grow faster.
And what's that made from?
Cocaine.
We spoke to a bioengineer about parsley and its ability to grow in unusual circumstances.
Ah, hello. I am Dr. Hazmat Shazam. Ah, yes, and I've heard of parsley. You can create a super potent strain of it if grown correctly. I myself have dabbled in splicing together genetics with animals. Genetic animals. Yes, as I am a bioengineer. I took a bat, a mouse, and an elephant. And I created a miniature blind elephant that was scared of itself and flew away. I called it a mini mobafant. Ah, beautiful, no? Lovely wings. Nice tail. Oh, you like that too, don't you? Ah, ah, ah.
We tried to confirm this with our resident scientific expert.
In all honesty, I find Dr. Hazmat Shazam to be a fraud, stealing the work of others, passing it off as his own. And as for his mini mubafant, I'd rather not speculate.
Do you believe parsley can create a feeling of idiocy?
There is no connection between parsley and idiocy. Idiots require no chemical stimulation. Idiotic behaviour comes naturally.
Is it natural? Or can certain items like cell phones cause a catastrophic mental breakdown? Yes.
We asked our panel of experts for their opinions on the causes of idiocy.
Sometimes it's natural.
It usually begins during adolescence.
Oh, yes, it can strike at you like a bolt of lightning. Ah! And even when you're indoors.
Yaffle.
Dr. Shazam had some further theories on idiocy. He even claims to have discovered a new strain.
Temporal idiocy. It drifts in and out of the universe. Yes. I did experiments on little rats. I had my favourite rat. Fluffy was his name. He was, strangely, bald. But that is beside the point. And then one day, as I tried to coax temporal idiocy towards him, he, caught idiocy. It was very bad for him. He laughed so much, he gnawed off his own foot. Oh. And then he laughed himself to death. And now, I brought him back, and he sits in my pocket. He's a little strange, though, don't you think? Say hello.
He also gave credibility to the popular belief that idiocy is an illness.
Some severe cases of idiocy can cause genetic mutations in its sufferers. I will show you. This man used to be normal, sort of. Look at that stupid chin. Then he got idiocy. Yes. Round, tasty.
There are fears that idiocy may cross over with influenza.
All things are possible when dealing with affairs of the mind. One day, you'll sneeze and then think you're a fish. I've seen it happen.
Others disagree.
That's just foolish. Idiocy is not an illness. It's a pastime.
Illness? Hell no. But have I got a cure for idiocy? Right here.
Dr. Rubenstein, do you know of any cures for idiocy?
I've worked on many cures over the years. No doubt I'll cure everything, given the time.
That's a no, then.
Only for the moment. After all, I've always got my phototherapy.
I've heard of this Rubenstein quack. His phototherapy is more likely to scare patients than anything else. I don't trust psychiatrists. Science is the key to all.
Dr. Shazam has been trying to cure idiocy by introducing sport to its sufferers.
No! Catch the ball, child! Don't blame your terrible fingers! No! No, they're good fingers, really! Oh.
Dr. Conker has been using new medication.
I'm not an idiot anymore, but one of my legs fell off and my ears are large.
Look at that nose. An idiot nose indeed. And the chin, very idiotic. The eyes tell of a generally pathetic existence. And I shall now cure him.
I have found the most ultimate cure for idiocy. It is so ultimate, it beats ultimate! Yes! I shall show you!
Bad man!
Oh. Are you cured yet? Are you cured? No! Oh, no! Damn you! Damn you, Dr. Conker! It is Dr. Conker's fault! Damn you, Dr. Conker! Be cured! I want you into the knowledge if you're not cured! Jump! Jump now!
Could this kind of treatment lead to violence against idiots? We found an underground fighting tournament called Idiot Wars.
Do the wiggle! Do the whirly bird gets the worm!
Here's the most destructive move in all of Idiot Wars. I'm almost dead. You're sick.
The coach was also a criminal and has allowed us permission to ask him some questions.
How has idiocy affected your profession?
Quite badly. I, went to collect some money from a guy a few weeks back. He owed me money, you know. And I said to him, if you don't pay, I am going to have to shoot you in your boot. He didn't want to pay, but he pointed out that he was barefoot because he was a hippie. So I said to him, well, I'll shoot you in my boot.
What happened?
I shot my foot off.
Crime doesn't pay for some. We also found this idiot trying to steal to fund his habit.
Come back here, you idiot!
Meanwhile, business remains strong for the parsley pusher and his hapless victims. This ordinary secretary shares a parsley cigarette with a co-worker. Moments later, both would be gripped with parsley panic. This woman is miserable. She's an idiot. So's her partner. Can a relationship succeed under these conditions?
Bernie, you know I care about you. It's your job. Suspicious. I can't handle it.
I'm just trying to earn a living and be a good life partner.
Well, something I need to tell you. I've got a job too. You know when I go out at night, and I told you I went power walking? Well, I'm a prostitute. Yes, I sell myself to men on the streets. The dirtier the better.
Power walker turned street walker. There's more, isn't there?
Well, yes. You see, I've fallen in love with one of my customers. He's waiting outside to take me cockfighting.
You sluts! Tomorrow, not with him. No, oh, I
Whoa,
can't.
no. I've got soft bones.
It's over. You hear me? Over. No, tomorrow. Oh, Tata. I was gonna propose today.
Is it wise for idiots to flaunt or exploit their condition in such a flamboyant manner? Not all members of society are as tolerant as others.
Sound the alarm! Right, that's it. You're going down. Oh, the alarm break my son!
This mime caught idiocy from mimicking an idiot. Amazingly, it allowed her to talk.
Help! I'm stuck in a box!
Whilst walking myself in the park, I spotted a highly rare, wild idiot.
Pirate fun! Ahar! My home, the sea! Life ring! Arr, be back! Scurvy ahoy! Ahar! Die, tree, die! Big thing, beware! Arr! Fight! Arr! Ahar! Where's my boat? Where's my crew? Climb the crow's nest! Land ho!
This was once a well-respected chef. Now his food is only suitable for fellow sufferers. Its aroma has been known to attract idiots like a magnet. We use some of his food as bait to lure our next idiot.
So, Woody, tell us a little bit more about your history with idiocy. Hello? Hello?
I'm sorry about that. I'm narcissistic.
Don't you mean narcoleptic?
I'm not an illegal substance.
Fine, whatever. Tell us about your history with idiocy.
I can't do that unless I actually see my history.
What do you mean?
Well, let me show you.
I used to be a fireman. I was on fire patrolling a red bounce engine, and I saw this young man, and he lost his keys to his house. So I thought I'd help him out, so I blasted all his windows and doors with the water hose, and they fired me after that. Ironic, really.
What else have you done?
I used to come here on Sundays and read Bible stories to the old ladies. They treated me like a cheap whore, to be honest. So I went to the confession booth to try and make a confession, but that turned into a mass orgy, and at the end of the day, I can't stop thinking about the good old days. And Noah kept a few velociraptors in the back, who turned out to be pyromaniacs, who set fire to the Tower of Babel, and then man invented the International Global Space Station. Would you like to go disco dancing tonight, ladies? No, I used to sell apples down at the market. £10 a pack of apples.
What happened?
I think they all went rotten, actually. So I ate them, naturally. Do you know what I'd really like to eat? A sea monster. Just to see what she'd taste like.
Really?
Yeah.
He's done it again. Come on.
You're right. Maybe I am illegal.
I think you are.
I used to come down here quite a lot, just to look at the boats, like. I used to own quite a few of them, actually. I used to own that one, not that one, but that one over there, that one over there. I was forming a little armada, you know. I had this dispute with Spain over Catholicism. The king wanted to get a divorce, and so I thought I'd go for war. Never actually made it. I wish I had. Nice holidays over there and a good bullfighting section of the country, yes. After church on a Sunday, I'd put the old people in their beds, you know, for their afternoon nap, and I'd get a few children to come and listen to some Bible stories with me, you know. I'd tell them that one about Jesus on the boat. What was it? I believe it was Noah's Ark. And I showed them this dinosaur, just to give them an idea, you know, what it was like for a young dinosaur on a Noah's Ark. And the kids, they love that story. Big heads, tiny hands. I was just wondering what the crinkles of your ass would feel like. You've got a lovely little face, a little bit worn, but still quite bouncy. I'd like to kiss your elbow if you don't mind. Oh, you'd look lovely in a thong, and maybe a little bit of maple syrup and rub it into your breasts, into the folds of old. I'd like to read from the book of Genesis if you don't mind. Hey, let's go back and make babies. Old babies.
Idiots now have their own sport, extreme tennis. Dr. Conker is working on an early warning system. When in place, it could be used to catch idiocy before it becomes terminal and incurable.
If you were walking in a park and you saw two fighting midgets, and one of them knocked the other one down and called him an angry dwarf, how would that make you feel?
I feel 6 foot tall.
Now, which of these two items do you prefer?
That one.
There you have it. Only a complete idiot would pass up chocolate for raw fish.
Now we know how to spot idiots, but what should be done?
Leave them on an island like prison.
And cook them with spices. Wham! Make them walk the plank.
Hypnotize them into thinking they are French.
We could harness them like a new fuel source. I did it with goats. I mean, turned goats into fuel. Not did it with goats. Which I have done, but not recently. Okay, so it was last week, but oh, no, mean people.
Use phototherapy. Don't like swords.
There are still some unexplained mysteries. Who is this shady character, and will he be stopped? Why was this man in my cupboard?
I love you.
Why does she love me? Why do I like wearing this dress? What does this mean? And werewolves, are they real?
And so, in summation, we can only conclude that idiocy is a vice, an illness, and as yet untreatable. We had one last question to pose.
Are you the biggest idiot in the world, and are you a mass murderer?
Yes.
Thanks for watching, and remember, don't be an idiot.
Mike, sit down.
I'm going to get right to it. I'm going to tell you straight, Mike. You are an idiot. And I hate you. Most people do. But you are cheap. And we've been contracted to do a new book show. And here's my idea.
Right.
Talking books.
With Mike Anderson?
No. With Woody Pipolata. Woody will be hosting the show. Woody, I'd like you to meet Mike, your new coffee boy.
What?
You want the job?
Yes.
Good. Then probably you should be thanking Dickie, the show's new producer. He actually recommended you for this job. I think he's the only one around here who likes you. He's been released back in society and the doctors tell me he's in tip-top condition.
Thank you.
Mike, prove to me you can do this job. And just one day, we might give you a shot at hosting your own show. Maybe. Oh, Woody, I nearly forgot. I'm assigning you this freelance cowboy of a cameraman, Bob. It's going to be special.
We should reach the frontier in about 6 hours. With any luck, the network will pick us up. This is Blossom Finucci, last survivor of the Idiocy, signing off.